Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are setting up my Hobonichi Weeks Sneakers Mega, and this is a long video because she will be my everyday carry. This is also not a minimalist planner setup, and that will be coming soon in another Hobonichi Weeks because I have several. So today we'll be playing with stickers as well as doing some DIY things and setting up the notes pages, which I have listed in my Hobonichi 2021. I will have a flip through of this at the end of the month of November before I move into my sneakers. First, we will do the DIY pencil board, and I have this green paper from DAISO, and I'm just going to cut that up into the paper size of the Hobonichi Weeks. So I'm just tracing the size of the paper so that I can cut off or cut out the shape. And after that, I'm going to be placing the sticker tabs that I got from DAISO. I've had this for a really long time. I did see this like a couple months ago, and if you don't have this, then you can just use any sticker tab that you have. So it fits quite nicely into the Hobonichi Weeks, and I'm going to make a few of those and put them in there. Now let's go ahead and decorate the front matter, and I'm going to start with this KRAFT sticky note and use the book dart later. I've cut it down to fit into the page and secure it with the book dart that I got from the Hobonichi store. I'm also going to write the header this time using my Tombow, I believe this is the hard tip brush pen. And then I pulled this calendar sticky note from �𝐿𝐬𝐭. They are open now, so I'm very excited to see their newly opened store. So I trimmed the calendar sticky note and secured it with washi dots that I got from DAISO. This is a different color scheme than the one that I will be using later. This is the purple one, and then I'm just writing down the dates for December. And there we have it. So now I'm gonna just add one more dot and write down Happy Holidays, but it was cut short because it doesn't fit into the paper anymore, but that's alright. So I have the Tombow Jewel brush pen marking special dates, and now we're moving on to the bottom of the page. So this is going to be my inbox, and I used this film sticky note that I got from DAISO and this Sharpie fine tip to write what my inbox will be, and this is the long-running inbox, which means that it's going to be in the inbox for about a month. I also have these other sticky notes that I will write my shorter inbox activity that I can easily take out of the planner once it is done. So now our front matter is complete, and I just wanted to show you how I will be using the pockets. It's also a great place to put sticky notes down if you want to carry spares. And now we're moving on to the calendar pages. Now I'm using this blue washi dot exclusively for setting up the yearly pages as well as the calendar pages, and I'm just color coding the different quarters because that is how I plan my goals. I plan it quarterly. Next, we're going to decorate the bottom of the page using this grid sticky note that I also got from DAISO. As you can see, I have a lot. It is one of my most treasured or used sticky notes because it's just very minimal. So that means that it can fit a lot of different themes. I'm securing it with the remaining washi dots because I may want to change it up later on, and I'm also using the Tombow brush pen, but I'll get back to that. First, I wanted to highlight using this Born Dual brush pen. It is a cheaper version of the Tombow, but the Tombow does have better color payoff than the Born highlighters or brush pens. So back to the grid sticky note, I am dividing that into quarters so I can write down my quarterly goals on there. There will be 3 goals per quarter. I think that is very manageable. Any more, then it's probably going to be quite overwhelming. If you don't know already, or if this is the first video that you're watching, I am a PhD student, so I am going to be completing my candidature next year. I don't know which month. Hopefully I'll have an extension and I can do all the things that I am planning to do. So for the right page, I am covering the 2021 dates with the little rectangles that we got from our sticky note. And you can do this neatly. I didn't quite manage to do that because I was filming at an odd angle, and so quite a few of them are crooked. Please excuse that. And then I'm also going to put down the same color scheme as the left page. Washi dots, and they do match. From far away it looks fine, from close up the crookedness can be seen, so hopefully you'll be able to do a much better job than me. Here I just put down or glued down the Do It paper flag, and I have a sticky note tab from DAISO that I wanted to just put on there, and if I get tired of it, I can always take it off. And then for the bottom of the page, I'm gonna get a little decorative. You don't have to do this anymore because I'm also slightly regretting doing this afterwards because it just looked too busy. But here I just used a different kind of grid sticky note, and that is from AliExpress with some washi that I got from DAISO. That is also grid. And then I put down this washi cat that I absolutely love. This is one of my favorite washi rolls or washi designs, and she looks really cute on there, and I wanted to have a little space for my 2023 events or goals. And this is the overview done, the calendar overview. Next, we're going to move on to the yearly overview, and I'm just going to do the exact same thing with the washi dots. Color code wise, it's the same color scheme and it's the same sheet still. So you do get a lot of washi dots from the same sheet, so I highly recommend picking those up if you see them in your local DAISO. Here I'm going to be using these film flags from DAISO as well, and you cannot write on this unless you are using what I'm using right now, which is a Sharpie fine tip pen, or any Sharpie at all. So here I marked the first quarter, and I'm planning to use this page as or maybe a Gantt chart. Is that how you say that? It's spelled very differently, so I'm not sure how you say that, but that is the idea. Basically, it's just color coding the entire calendar. And you can do it by monthly or weekly, and I'll show you how I do that once I start this page, and I won't be starting it until the beginning of next year, so it will take a little bit of time, but I do plan to have quarterly reviews in my channel of my everyday carry as well as some of my other Hobonichi weeks, so hopefully I'll be able to show you how I use this. And this is the page all done, so we're moving on to the notes pages because I don't want to start playing around with the monthly or the weekly pages for now. And I do have reference here that I have written down before filming so that I will be guided and it's just not going to be all over the place. So I'm not going to be using this note or start of the note pages. I'm going to be decorating that fully just to separate the two. So I'm using the Tombow jewel brush pen as a background, and I'm writing down, if you don't get a job, a demon will come out of the portal and eat your soul. And that is a lesson from Shang-Chi, which I have just recently watched. It is wonderful. I loved it so much. I know a lot of people don't like it, but I do like it. In fact, I loved it. It was really such a fun movie, and I highly recommend it if you haven't seen it before or haven't seen it yet. So here I'm just decorating that little area because I will be writing something down there, and I will be telling you all about that in just a little bit. So I just decorated using this washi. That is from DAISO, so if you see it in your local DAISO. You may be interested in picking it up because it is very minimalist. It's just a monochrome gray to black. And then I'm using my Staedtler Tripless Fine Liner to make a little box. And there I'm going to write things to remember for 2022. So first, I wanted to remind myself that I should learn things just for the sake of it. Just learn new things. It's nice to enrich your life by knowledge and skills. And of course, don't forget to enjoy the little things in life. And give more, share more, and you will likely get more. Find joy in everything. Seek and you shall find. Love actually instead of fear. It just means make decisions out of love and not out of fear. Number 6, you are not alone. There's always someone there for you. Here I wrote my husband's initial. Number 7, you aren't the best, but you had the most fun. You don't always have to be the best, but it's great if you could also have fun. Next, we have passion should be consumed in moderation. Number 9, accept that you are getting older, so there's no rush in trying to be too much of an adult. Just remember to have fun. And last, at this point in your life, taking lots of rest is more advisable because I am old. I am not in my 20s. I am in my late 30s. So that's something that I want to remind myself. And so this page is all done, and I would love to see it once in a while to remind myself of the more important things in life. You know, hustle isn't everything, as I have mentioned in an earlier video. So this page is going to be my index page, so it will have what index pages usually have, which is the page as well as the title of that collections page. I will deepen that line that's already in the Hobonichi Weeks, and because this video is getting way too long, I just wrote down what the collections pages are in the sticky notes. But for pages that will have a living list, so that's something that I will be constantly updating, I did put a tab on them. And this is the list of the collections that I will be doing. Just in case I don't get the time to film a video of this right away, you can just pause it and screen cap it just for inspiration. And let's go ahead and see what we have. We have the front matter, the calendar pages, the yearly overview, and then these are the months, and for the weeks I will be using this numbered sticker tabs from DAISO, but not right now, so I put that in the little pocket. And then we have the notes pages. So I'm securing the DIY thing that we did with a bookmark or book dart. I can never remember what they are called. So that is the setup that we have for now. As I mentioned, it's not really very minimalist, but I still hope that you got ideas from this video. As I mentioned, this is going to be my everyday carry, and I cannot wait to use her. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.